What?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to Footy JUDGEMO. I missed these guys. Finally, some adult talk after that MHF stream. Some adult talk, people in the chat. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. We got the gang together. Martin, and Martu with Jamie, of course. Big up everybody. England, absolutely shocking again with the players being used wrong. We'll talk about that as well. We'll talk about the performances of Trent, Foden, Saka, Rice, all these guys. Also, we'll talk some transfers, of course. Arsenal today, out of nowhere, are going to sign Gyokeres, the dream striker for all the Arsenal fans. And also, reports are saying they are actually trying to negotiate for Bruyne Guimaraes. They're trying to offer players, to be able to offer players. If he is to leave, they are trying to absolutely offer Newcastle some players plus cash to get Bruyne Guimaraes. While Man City are still slow in the market a little bit, there are news about Sergio Gomez leaving to go into AC Milan or someone like that in Italy. And Liverpool, Arne Slot, against all odds, of course, against all odds, is involved in the transfers. But he's only a coach, we've been told. He came out yesterday and said, I'm talking every day about the transfer. We'll talk about that as well. So big up everybody that is here. Hit that like button, people, if you just joined us. Listen, I've been sitting in this freaking chair now for literally about 4.5 hours. Same exact chair. So big up everybody that is here. Thank you guys for joining. How is everybody feeling? How's everybody
Good.
feeling?
Good. Good.
Yeah, fine.
Enjoying the Euros. Watching England is hilarious.
I'm not watching any of it.
You haven't watched any games, Martin, for real?
Like highlights.
I know I'm sure you watch, but you're not invested in the game.
Football, I say. I've no interest in it. think the quality's overly high, apart from Germany. I think Germany are a standout team so far.
Yeah,
Spain looks good.
England, I'm just giving up the goals because I won't watch it while that knobhead's in charge of the team.
Is
I'd rather watch it.
connected? Is your mic connected at all?
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's massive echo around.
Is that?
Little bit, unless it's only me.
I'm all right.
No,
Sounds
right.
like
So
yeah, no,
what do we want to start with? The England game. I want to get Jamie's opinion about the performance today and the Trent in the middle and all this crap about him being a midfielder.
You know, I don't think Trent's the main issue, to be fair. I think there's more issues to England. I think Harry Kane's an issue. I think Foden playing left wing's an issue because he shouldn't be playing there. Here's the problem with England, right? If you've noticed the last two games, the midfield can't get no passing together whatsoever because England have got three forwards who don't like the running behind. They all like to drop deep and come to the ball and then do their stuff on the ball from that position. So when you've got players like Trent, who's got a good passing range, you've got people like Jude Bellingham who can pass the ball, you've got Declan Rice who can move the ball, and you've got everyone coming towards you, and you can literally put a tea towel over them. They're that tight together. You're going to have problems with the midfield. You just are. And when Kane's dropping deep and Foden's dropping deep, because Foden wants to get on the ball and he's not a left winger and he's trying to get influence play and he's dropping deep, the midfield and the back four are almost next to each other, and it's just impossible to get any kind of movement and cohesion there. I think Harry Kane's a tremendous goal scorer, but he doesn't press. He doesn't get involved with centre-backs anymore, rough them up or anything. He doesn't stretch in behind. I think England have got to have a serious look, and Trent shouldn't be playing midfield at all, to be fair. He should be playing right back, but he shouldn't be playing midfield. And he's got to sort it out. He's got to look at it. Bellingham should be playing a 10. He should be playing the double pivot alongside Declan Rice. Foden should be in the 10. He should be playing Anthony Gordon, who's been the best English left winger in the Premier League this season at left wing. Gives you pace, width in that area of the pitch, and someone to running behind. Ollie Watkins up top, Saka on the right, and England will be far better.
And drop Kyle Walker?
Well, when I say Trent in the right back, I don't mean he should that's just his position. That's where he should play, not fishing him and putting him here, there, and everywhere. If the problem is though, most of these players play in intense pressing teams. They play in intense pressing sides. And the Gareth Southgate's decided, you know what, guys, what you do at club football, what you're all excellent at, that pressing game, high up the pitch, winning balls back up in the final third. You're not going to do that. You're all going to drop really deep. Drop really deep and then move the ball really slowly amongst each other, and we're going to have no out ball. Absolutely zero out ball. And that's England's problem at the moment. It's not just Trent. I think the over-evaluation of Trent is madness. I see it again today. I actually think England got worse when Trent went off the pitch, by the way. Because when Gallagher came on, he was just chasing balls all over the place, leaving gaps in the midfield everywhere for Denmark to run in through. So there definitely has to be something sorted out. But yeah, he's got it all wrong yet again. Are we shocked? Probably not. I can't wait for him to be Man United manager in January. It's going to be hilarious.
I think it's hard with England because you don't know if it's the squad, if it's the players or the manager. I know that Southgate has his issues, but I maintain that the English team, even though it's full of stars, it's not necessarily full of stars where they've got like a bit of overlap in midfield. Maybe they've got 5 or 6 players that deserve to play, but you can only pick 3. You don't really have a natural left winger except for Sterling, who I think should probably be there just purely on his English performances alone. Forget about Chelsea, but you need natural players in their positions. I think that probably everyone else has said that today. So I don't think that Bellingham is a creative 10 in any way, shape, or form. And when Foden's out in left wing, he just sort of comes in the middle and everyone gets jammed together. So watching the team play, it's like they don't know each other. They're just strangers. Everyone plays worse than they should, except for Pickford, who I don't even think had a great game. So
and Guay played well. He was good at it, but it's just
Guay did all right. Yeah.
I look at this team and I don't know what they're doing. The thing today, he took the front 3 off, didn't he? and he put on a front three that all run and get him behind the ball, right? That's what they do. And he took Trent off. But I'd rather have Trent on the pitch when you've got 3 attackers that can run and get him behind, because he's got the best pass to get that ball over the top. But he took him off. It made no sense.
But there was no one putting their foot on the ball, like, to just, I don't know, get some circulation.
Why are the players not to be blamed here at all?
Because
I just feel like they're
in a weird way. They're so used to playing these high.
Jamie, does that mean they're all system players?
I think a lot of teams are system players, but look at Spain today. Yeah, look at Spain today. I think we can all agree Spain are not the same Spain they were a few years back with your Xavis and Nestas, all that. But they've still got an identity of playing, ain't they? Yes. They've still got an identity of playing. This England team haven't got an identity. But it's
so different. So here's the thing.
They got an identity.
The difference between the Spanish players and the English players today is that the Spanish players, you took them out of each one's system and they still performed. You take the English players out of the system, they are moments. They give you moments. Like Foden today had this moment where he dribbled about 3 guys. Yeah, and then and then he took a shot and it didn't work. You got Saka, who is he's doing this, Saka, in the game. He's like goes up, plays very well for like 5-10 minutes, and then you won't see him for another 15
Saka looked shattered. Saka looked shattered.
No, he looked all right when he got the ball. My point about this, Declan Rice.
Crap.
We took him out of Arsenal, and then Declan Rice cannot pass the ball. That's not on Southgate. That's not on Southgate.
Rice has always been like that, Mo. I don't think Declan Rice.
No, Rice when he played at the 6 in the beginning of the season, but Rice when he played in the beginning of the season as a 6, he still connected his pass. Rice couldn't connect even the short passes today, even the small.
But if you don't know where the players are supposed to be, if no one knows where they're supposed to be, you lose that automatic ability to pass, right?
Martin, before you go on, but to counter that, Martin, before you go on, Fabian Ruiz doesn't play with Rodri. Pedri doesn't play with Rodri or Fabian Ruiz. None of them
play how to play Spanish football.
Yamal plays for Barcelona. Morata plays for Atletico Madrid. Nico Williams plays for Bilbao. Laporte plays in Saudi Arabia, but they look like they gel together.
Yeah, but they all play tiki-taka since they've been like 5 years old. It's the same.
Yeah, it's an identity,
move, right? But in England, they just are all to stand there like robots and wait for the ball to come to them. When it comes to them, they all look lost and don't know who to pass to, and they have to go backwards.
It's power and pace. England play a power and pace. That's what we got. Use it. We don't use it. We're trying to play like a nation and a bunch of players that don't do it.
What he does is this is Southgate.
It's mad, ain't it?
I'll tell you exactly what Southgate does. Come out first 5 or 10 minutes, bit of pace, bit of passing, score a goal, and break.
Sit back. Yeah, sit back. Yeah.
It's like the guy gets scared when we go on up. And this isn't just one game. This goes back to the Euros final to whenever it was 2 years ago. You watch against Italy. You go 1-0 up in the first few seconds and break.
And did you hear what he said about Jamie Phillips?
What's that? Well, that's what I mean. He comes out with we're missing Calvin Phillips.
Calvin Phillips.
I was about to say, Mike, what did you say about me? I wanted to know.
What's he playing at? What's he doing?
Yeah, no one's ever missed Calvin Phillips.
The guy's a clown. The guy's not got a clue about football.
You know the Calvin Phillips thing as well. That tells me he wanted to play Rice and Calvin Phillips together in midfield.
Yeah, he wanted to do
and play just a 10, which would it's just.
He would have still played.
The guy's that boring. His sex life's probably mapped out and guided out on a time limit as well. The guy hasn't got a clue. He's not technically good. He hasn't got he's got all his natural talent in front of him. And you're telling the likes of Bellingham and Foden and Anthony Gordon and all these who are naturally ball progressors who want to get the ball forward. Go sideways, don't move.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it?
What's he doing?
Mad. It's absolutely mad to me.
I'd rather watch paint dry than watch Southgate football. Why we all took the piss when we all thought he was off to United wasn't because he was a good manager. We knew United were going to go back 5, 10, 15 years if Southgate went there. It was a reason we were all laughing.
And I'll tell you what everyone's got to do is stop thinking about club football with certain players in your fan base. It's not about rivals. It's not about Trent or Rice, who's better, who's babysitting who, and all this nonsense. It's nothing to do with that. You could play Trent in midfield if you didn't make him a number 6 DM and tell him all you're going to do, Trent, is make sure you cover the gaps that Bellingham can run into and attack and exploit, and you cover the space. That's ridiculous. Why are you asking Trent to do a job where he's got to cover space when you know that's not his strengths? It's like hanging him out to dry. It's pointless.
I don't think he's a central player. Like, I don't think he's very good in tight spaces. I don't think he's built.
No, he's not, because that's not his job. He's a right back by nature.
He's a quarterback, basically. He's just there to like get the ball long distances.
This is Southgate, right? Yeah. Anthony Gordon on the left wing. Cooks for Newcastle all season, majority of it. Brings on Eze and does what? Puts him in front of Anthony Gordon.
Why didn't he put Anthony Gordon?
Cole Palmer ain't even played.
Yeah.
Second top goal scorer in Premier League hasn't played.
And one of the most creative players in this England team.
Because he's too attacking for him.
It's just shocking.
Maybe he doesn't hold position well enough. I think
no, it's not. Sorry, no, you're letting Southgate.
Southgate
is shite. Sorry, he's absolute garbage and needs to get out.
They for me, at the next game, they need to go 3 at the back. Then you go Guimaraes, Stones, and Walker in the back 3. Trent at right wing. Trent at right wing back, because I think Trent at right wing back cooks, and that's where he should play. I don't know. You play at left wing back, maybe Trippier or someone like that. And then you have your midfield pivot of Rice and Bellingham, Foden, and then whoever you want in the attacking areas. It'll have more balance to the team. Players in their more natural positions where they can play from.
He comes out with, when he picked the squad, because for 2 years it was he clearly picked the players that he knew. Form didn't matter. So when he chose this squad, it was, oh, right, he's actually choosing the players in form now. Took Eze, took Walton, took all these players who we thought, right, they're in form, he's learning. And then what does he do? Plays them all. The first game, he sticks Trippier to left back. Sorry, what? So you've got Trippier and Foden on the left wing, and neither of them really want to be there. They don't.
If anyone, you wanted a left back there.
Play Foden again on the left. It's not working, you clown. Stop doing it.
And it's hanging players out to dry. Also, this is the issue.
And Bellingham today. Sorry, what was Bellingham doing? I'd have had more touches of the ball than Bellingham today.
Yeah, there's a thing with Jude. I think
does the McTominay thing.
Yeah, I think Jude leaves his area too much for my liking at times, because he's trying to do everything. He's trying to be a 6, an 8, and a 10 all at the same time. And he's trying to do a bit of everything.
Striker.
Yeah, and he's leaving his space quite a lot in midfield.
He's not that.
He's a box-to-box midfielder. That is what Jude is.
Up and down, but he's not someone who's going to break the tight lines in for Kane or whoever. The guy who can do that and has done it all season, banged out on the left wing like some nobody.
Asking for the ball desperately.
It's like, what are you doing?
Well, he'll select Luke Shaw, and then Shaw's not fit enough to play, and then you end up like with the favourites in front of the guy who should be playing, right? And that happens in striker, where you should have maybe Tony or Watkins potentially coming in, but Kane will soak up most of the minutes. The rest of it's just for the top guys.
Yeah, and like when Foden has got the ball, that left-hand side, Foden is desperate for a left back to overlap him. He's desperate for it. There's none. Because Trippier's not allowed to get forward.
You said it all. When that squad got announced and he took Dean Anderson, he took Henderson, and I'm like, you go through the bench today, Bowen, Dunk, Eze, Gallagher, Gomez, Gordon, Henderson, Conser, Mainu, Palmer, Ramsdale, Tony, Watkins, Wharton. He's took them as though, I feel like he's took these players as a little bit of a, look at me, I'm trying. And I said I had this debate on whatever. Well, he took Wharton. It was so reminiscent of Sven and his Theo Walcott. I'll take him for the experience. I have no intention of even getting it, playing him properly. But I'll take him for the experience. It's like it's the good old boy system that will never change.
And you only need one issue to make the whole thing fall apart, right? Like if you don't have a proper left back, the whole system, you could not play up from the back, or you might not have any link-up play. If you don't have a proper left wing, you don't really have an out ball on that side, or you don't have a way of keeping possession. So I thought it was going to fall apart early days. And I asked people before the tournament started what their front three was, and a lot of people said Gordon, Kane, Saka, with Foden in the 10, and Bellingham and Rice as the other midfielders. We haven't. Did we see that at all in the first game? I don't think we've seen that much. So sorry,
he's got to go free at the back for me. I think it sets up the team a lot better.
You know it's not just Southgate for me. It's the FA. This FA system is full of good old boys network, and they got very scared after Fabio Capello, because Capello was he was outspoken and he was a bit more
authoritarian. That's what he was. Authoritarian,
like a lot of proper old, you know what I mean, more proper old-fashioned Italian.
Yeah.
You look
he called them out. He didn't take shit from anyone. He didn't
and they didn't like that. And they got
anyone.
Like that. Yeah.
Capello, look at Conte.
Basically, Fabio Capello is not gonna listen to someone who's never played football to his level, never coached to his level, telling him who to take and what to do, and the PR and all that stuff. He's gonna play whoever he wants.
It's why England always do that.
So Rio Ferdinand said it. Rio Ferdinand said that we weren't allowed to go to the guy's room, only the captain. When we wanted to talk to him, we had to ask the captain to go ask him if he has time for us. No one was allowed to knock on the guy's door.
Why do you want to talk to him? Get over yourselves. It's just like this. England will never be successful, in my opinion. They just can't be, because they live in this old school world that don't exist anymore.
We've now gone back to this. An English manager has to now to be English.
And Lee Carsley's next, by the way.
But what we're doing, I'm telling you now.
By the way, it's the same for Scotland when they have a Scottish manager that has no experience.
You're taking the piss. This is the point. We're not. No disrespect.
But I'm telling you, it's the Scotland. But Martin, it's the pride. After
it's the pride.
After Sven-Goran Eriksson and Capello, it was the pride. We're not gonna allow a foreigner to take over the national team. People were saying it on TV in England.
I just want
the people in the chat, you guys don't know. Martin can tell you this. After the World Cup in 2010, people on a national television in England said, we aren't allowing a foreigner manager on the team.
Allow a foreign manager.
I remember the people that were talking.
It's a madness.
It was all over the news.
For 14 years, when you go through, we have the Wally with the brawler.
Crap.
We've had Southgate. Who else was there?
Sam Allardyce.
It's time what you do.
Peter Taylor for a couple of games.
As an England team, one of the best league in the world, the best talent, you hire Sam Allardyce to coach the team. Of course, it was unlucky that he got sacked in that whatever scandal or whatever thing he got into. But you guys, the people in the chat, you guys, Sam Allardyce was going to be the coach to this national team.
Yeah, if the news of the world didn't do a sting on him, he'd probably still be England manager.
Yeah, there'd be no Southgate. There is one solution.
Jurgen Klopp hasn't got a job. Just give it to him. There'll be a lot.
True, that is a solution. I was going to say Sir Alex Ferguson, because he's almost English because he's been in the Premier League so long, and it's the English job. Like, all he has to do is just sit there and pick a couple of.
You can't say that.
He's not English, man. He is not English.
No, you can't.
I think he would be embraced. He'd be embraced by the English.
Never say that.
You are good as English. You'll get slapped.
Alex Ferguson won't be able to go back to Scotland if he's at England.
It's like an Aussie being told you're from New Zealand.
Hey, I get that all the time.
But exactly, you don't say that sort of thing.
Just don't.
So would you reject Sir Alex Ferguson?
You wouldn't survive 5 minutes in Ireland.
To be fair, I wouldn't give Alex Ferguson my shopping list right now, because I don't think he'd remember it. So yeah, I'm not.
Probably the joke.
I'm not even joking. I know I'm a Liverpool fan. Klopp has not got a job.
They'll never do that.
I know, but Jurgen Klopp with these players, we'd be playing so much better.
You know what the scary thing is, Jamie? You got potentially Pep and Klopp who are going to be out of job soon. Yeah. And you're both going like, and Pep and Klopp.
Why would Pep be out of job?
Oh, calm down. We put 50p in you.
Mo, you set him up. You set him up.
You're only upset because you can't play Jack Grealish anymore on the Euros. That's why you're upset.
No, Euros is boring to me because Jack Grealish is not there, bro. If Jack Grealish is there, the content will be much better.
Imagine him on an England Euro with Grealish. Pop, pass. Pop, lose. Pop, out.
I tell you what, Jack Grealish could have done something on that left side, bro.
I'll tell you
what,
Marcus Rashford could have done something that left side.
He put Eze on before Gordon.
Yeah, it's mad, don't it?
Why take Gordon? You might as well just leave.
Do you know why? Do you know why he put Eze on? Because everyone's talking about Eze and Elise at the moment.
He's a
I was a
coward.
bit disappointed
I
with
genuinely
Eze.
believe that substitution was like a cowardice thing.
That's why he did it.
You put him because he's all over the media now, and it's all about the PR. And
and he put him on
the guy.
Yeah,
and then he comes out with, we're missing a player like Calvin Phillips. What?
Plenty of talent there. That's far better than Calvin.
Absolutely
mad.
Calvin's got his nudes.
Let's leave England. I spoke about England for a while. Let's leave England.
I'd love to leave England.
We'd love to start watching it. Are we out? Are we out next game?
Let's go a little bit to the transfer market and talk about how Arsenal.
Oh, that's the show over.
Yeah, that's it.
Arsenal are being serious about this. It looks like Arsenal are being serious about this Gyokeres thing, Martin, and it looks like they are actually still negotiating for Bruno Guimaraes and trying to actually offer. Terry was speaking this morning about maybe Arsenal will offer a couple of players or something because there are news today that Arsenal went again to try to see if Newcastle will to sell Bruno Guimaraes. There is a release clause of 100 million. I don't know why Man City haven't triggered. I think maybe they're waiting or something.
Man City ain't going to buy anyone.
Man City did something crazy. They went to him based on the reports and told him, "Can you ask to be transferred so we can negotiate with them?"
I'll be shocked if
that's so cheeky, bro. That's so cheeky.
Nobody wants to pay the 100.
No, they're waiting
till
the
last
minute.
100.
They go wait till the last minute.
Nobody rates him at the 100.
Plus, he really has to want to leave. Like, you can't just go and we're up 100 million if they don't want to show up. So you've got to flirt with them a little bit from a distance and hope that they start to kick up a fuss.
He's not going to do that.
I don't know if he's better than what you got, though.
He won't do that.
I don't think he's that good. I agree with Jamie. I don't think Bruno Guimaraes is that great, to be honest.
Oh yes.
Hey, I've been murdered for saying I don't want him. So,
bro, he's not that good, bro. He's good, but he's not wow. He's not gonna come and.
The thing is, the market is so dead at the minute. There's not we've talked about there's not an array of strikers. There's not an array of midfielders. There's not an array of defenders.
Douglas is 25 million euros, Martin.
Douglas.
Yeah,
but him and his girlfriend.
That's because Villa have got to sell, or they're in a lot of problems.
25 million.
Yeah, but they sold for nothing.
Well, Villa and Chelsea.
Yeah, because they've got to. And then listen, Villa are that daft. They bought a player they can't touch for a year, or whatever it is. That's stupid. That's the deal they've done. Oh, we'll have it. But let him go to Dortmund for a year. What? Who does that?
I think Villa are actually weakening their side, not strengthening it.
Yeah.
It's a very weird transfer.
Madsen, they're gonna sign more players.
Isn't that Madsen still going to Dortmund on loan for a year? And he's not. I don't get this.
What?
Deal.
He's not going again to Villa?
I don't know. It's something I read here. I don't know whether it was true or not. Unless I got confused. But I know it's like the Douglas Luiz. They've got two players. McKenna then couldn't agree the fee or something.
He didn't want to go.
It's like what's going. Douglas Luiz, because I know we got told he was 95 million 6-7 months ago. And because of Villa's issues, he's dropped dramatically in the market because they're desperate for cash. Because we were meant to get a percentage of the Douglas Luiz fee, but the way the deal's been done, we're actually getting zip out of it. We're getting nothing because the deal's that low. We're getting nothing out of it anymore.
I've never seen a transfer like it. I meant like a couple's transfer to Juventus, because it was with his girlfriend as well. It was to the
I've never seen something like that, to be honest. Guys, it's about 300 of you here. Can we get the likes? We aren't even on 100 likes. Guys, the like button underneath the live chat. The minimum is 200 likes, guys. Underneath the live chat. Hit that like button, people. Come on, get us to 200 likes. It's simple. It's easy.
No.
But why are City slow, Martin? For real. Why is it slow?
I think everyone's slow. I don't think you'll see anything until July.
Yeah, but you aren't even linked with people.
I don't think City are going to buy anyone this summer.
It's difficult because the problem is, keep saying it, and everyone goes mad at me because I say this and they think it's a party line. I'm not.
So controversial.
What are you buying? You look at our defence, don't need a defender. You've got a squad of 23 men. With Eureka Lewis, which I know they're not included.
And Oscar Bob now is going to be integrated.
Oscar Bob, you've got if this last season, fans complained about Palmer going. Yeah, because we didn't give him the chance. Can't keep buying and buying and buying and letting these young lads disappear out the door and then complain about it 6 months later down the line. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Like last season, fans forget we sold 4 first-team players to bring 4 in. 4 had to go for 4 to come in. So we lost Gundogan, was in the team, pivotal part. Laporte wasn't in the team, but he was in the first-team squad. Arne was in it. And we also lost Mahrez. So it wasn't like your fringe, like your Cancelos or your Phillipses. These were 4 in your main squad. So 4 of them went, and then 4 came in. And we're exactly in the same. We brought Savio. We've probably got room for 1 more, which is the midfielder. But I don't see anything else. But you've still got Nunes and Kovacic, Oscar Bob, Jack Greek. It's like, how many do you need?
So you think the report that Dawson said in ESPN that Man City?
No, I thought he was totally guessing.
Like he said, he's not getting it. He said Pep Guardiola's happy. So he said Dawson said in ESPN. He said Pep Guardiola is happy with the squad as it is because Bernardo's. Yeah. So his explanation is because Bernardo's not leaving, right? Mm-hmm. They aren't getting anyone, and they got Savio already. He said he's gonna be happy with the squad. They're gonna integrate Oscar Bob. They're gonna integrate Oscar Bob more into the first team. Rico Lewis is gonna get more integrated in the team. He's not gonna be a youth player anymore. Rico Lewis and Oscar Bob, and he said, "I'm happy with the numbers." That's what he said. That's the
unless there's room.
And Nunes as well, unless Nunes goes to Saudi, right? Because the Saudis came and asked for Nunes, and he doesn't want to go. Right? He doesn't want to go.
What about De Bruyne, Martin?
De Bruyne's staying.
So here's the thing, Martin, about De Bruyne. De Bruyne's last year of the contract, City definitely aren't going to let him go on a free, right? If he doesn't renew the contract, would you like to see the back of him?
No, they will do. They're willing to let Bernardo and KDB go out for free.
They will.
They will do if they have to. Because there's no value there.
Whoa. Hold on. So you're okay, hold on. This is the first time I hear this. You're saying that Manchester City are willing to go into the last season of Kevin De Bruyne without him renewing the contract, and they are okay with it.
I don't think you're ever okay with it, but I think Pep's happy for that.
You come to terms with it, don't you?
Yeah, the trouble is, who's got the money for De Bruyne right now? Because I don't even think Saudi.
What's he actually worth, Martin? But what's he actually worth?
I got laughed at. To me, I think to City, he's probably
priceless. He's priceless to City.
100 million.
But no one's going to pocket that.
No one's going to pocket that. Same with Bernardo. You saw that having the release clause on Bernardo Silva, but no one's got 50 million up front to come and put down.
I love
Bernardo Silva. It's like you said about Arsenal. Why Arsenal having to put players? Have you not noticed teams are putting players into deals?
It's all sell to buy now.
Got the money.
Sustainable.
Because of these what's happened in the Premier League is the Premier League has got so out of control in the last 10 years on spending. What we've now done is, right, handbrake's got to go on. Now we've got to come back down to reality. So your £100 million players who should be about 50, that's what they're trying to get back to. The market's got to get leveled back out again. Until that market is leveled back out again, I don't think you're going to see a lot of deals. You're going to see a lot of bitty deals like this player in for him, and it's going to
I don't think it's going to be that big of a summer for all clubs. I think it might be the quietest summer window for a long, long time. Also, I think most clubs are going to be more do things in more of a sustainable way. Where I think you see most clubs be like sell to buyers, let it like releasing quite a few players if they buy some in and things like that. Unless you're Chelsea, who will just sell more hotels and shit like that, and get more players in that and buy players that no one's ever heard of to fit a system and manager don't know what he's going to play with. But yeah, I think that's going to be like that for a lot of clubs.
I think this next 10 days till the end of the month, I think that there's clubs that want players, but a lot of clubs they can't afford to put anything on this year's financial year, right? So they're waiting.
They've got to wait till July.
They've got to wait till July. But as the end of the year comes, I think there's clubs like Villa who have pressure to try and make a profit in the last 10 days. So maybe there'll be like a few transfers in the last few days where it's like, okay, we've really got to like make 30 million here. Let's get rid of Andre and Arne to Everton or something. I mean, to Arsenal or something like that. Not Andre.
Can I ask a question? If Arsenal sign a striker and a midfielder and City don't sign anyone, does that make favorites at all?
I think Arsenal will be favourites if they buy them 2 players. Yeah.
So
You
why
don't
are
make them.
like it's strange to me, to be honest. I've
You
had,
have
by
to
the
make
way,
them.
the Mad Hatter, one of the people that watch my channel all the time, he said that it would be so mad if City do not strengthen in this window, because he thinks that Nunes and Kovacic cannot do the job. They need a cover.
I think City are being clever as well, and I don't.
Can't just get rid of them, Mo. What do you do with them? Put them on a
Yeah.
I like this attitude from Martin. See,
Yeah.
this is what I like. This is a realistic Man City. Like some people just sell them and just buy more, but you bought them already. You spent 100 million.
I wish it was chop manager. Him out, him in, him out.
You can only sell players if teams are willing to come in with the money to buy them. This is what people don't get. You know, if Nunes is free to go from City, someone's got to come with the money to buy him. If they don't, he stays. You know, there's nowhere.
It's like, Martin, you have like people going about Arsenal players, but no one's going to come in. It's all right coming in at a level that the buying club want, but if that level's not at what the selling club want, they don't move. There is a buyer.
I mean, we've had it for years. We've had it for years, and I think we're going to see the same kind of thing where we're ESR and Reece Nelson and Eddie Nketiah, where we're going to be holding out for money. Like Ramsdale, we're going to hold out for money. I don't think we'll try and offer too many discounts to people, but
you don't have to as well, because eventually
we'll see. We'll see.
No,
yeah, at some point you just have to keep them and just own the cost.
Wait about this chat January. And I'd have said to you, Douglas Luiz is going to go for about 25 million euros.
No, it won't go that.
Lots of me and gone, no chance.
That's bull. Yeah, that's bull. Yeah.
What I don't understand is that why the Premier League clubs are not going for him and just offering more money.
Because the Premier League have put these rules in place where no one can spend.
I mean, what's he on? What's he on at Villa? He's got to be what?
Because you've got UEFA spending rules and you've got the Premier League spending rules.
Yeah.
And they're not matching. And there's all so many different rules that are getting added in.
So we think it's July 1st when everything is just going to kick off.
I think it'll be mid-July. I think when they all come back from the Euros.
When the Euros and Olympics and all that finish.
Because a lot of the agents are in. A lot of the agents are all at the Euros at the minute, so they can't do anything.
Yeah, and they're all trying to get themselves offers for their.
You got Copper America's going on as well.
Then you've got. I mean, this is how mad football's become. This summer alone, we have 3 tournaments.
It's nuts.
We have the Euros,
Copa America right now,
Copa America, and then the Olympics.
Yeah, it's crazy actually.
Like Julian Alvarez, we will not see at Manchester City until September.
Is he going both?
Well, yeah, probably. Because the finals of the Olympics is August the 10th.
Yeah.
And then he's got an holiday.
You have a little break after that.
14th, then.
And it's the same. It's the same with Mo Salah. Egypt want Mo Salah at the Olympics, don't they?
Really?
Because you're allowed 2 overage players. Is it?
Yeah, you're allowed 2.
And obviously, if you go pick anyone overage for Egypt, it's going to be Mo Salah, isn't it? So, so they're in dispute.
Elise is going to the Olympics too, I think.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
It's going to be a great Premier League.
The start of the Premier League is going to be without Salah, Olise, without Julian Alvarez.
We've got more Champions Leagues, and then in the summer we've got a Club World Cup. It's like, and then we'll go. These players are getting injured. You wonder why?
By February,
Sherlock.
By February, I bet clubs have got massive injury crises.
Right, when are we going to give these players a rest?
I think
they're not like robots.
Talking about Elise, I think he stays at Palace as well, by the way.
Isn't he getting offered a new contract now with a bigger release clause?
Yeah, for 2025.
I heard Liverpool are in for him too.
July 1st, Olise is a Chelsea player.
You reckon?
You think?
July 1st?
I think so. July 1st. New year, new financial year. Chelsea are going to go and trigger the release clause, but after the financial year of this season.
Tell you what's mad. They're selling, for me, one of their best defenders.
In Ian Maatsen.
Some reason they've never rated.
I like Ian Maatsen, but they said the pure profit, 37.5.
No, but
that's why they're trying to get rid of Conor Gallagher as well. Because Conor Gallagher's pure profit. Conor Gallagher's pure profit as well, ain't it?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Does anybody here think Chelsea can just be a main player next season at all if they sign the Olises?
The thing is, like, if they play, they go play Elise, Jackson, and Palmer as the false 9. Is that the 3?
Olise, Jackson, Kunku, Cole Palmer. That's it.
Where does Palmer?
Palmer plays at a 10.
Like, can you imagine being a Chelsea manager? You walk around the training ground and these players just appear out from wrong. Didn't know I had you. Unconquered.
I think Maresca's going to have like a come to Jesus moment when he hits the Premier League, and it happens to all good managers where they think that they're going to be great and everything's going to be great, and then the rubber hits the road, and you've got 3 losses in a row, and you've got to find a solution quick, smart, and all of a sudden Chilwell will be playing left wing again. And the fan base will be melting down. It's going to require a lot to get them up to the top of the league.
So you think it's going to go to shit?
I think any project goes to shit at some point and then gets better from there. Like I think that he's going to
finished. They already went down, bro. They're already 12 and 6.
I think Palace could just do as good as Chelsea next season.
Nah,
they're talking about
no.
And here's if they keep their players. If they keep Elise, Walton,
no, but I'm building all of this, assuming that Elise is going to go to Chelsea.
They will. They got and their new manager coming in. They finished the season. Well. I think. I'm
not. I'm just trying to read the room. Like they keep negotiating. Chelsea are willing to trigger the release clause, but it hasn't happened, and they are so quick to try to sell Ian Maatsen to try to get in money in that last year, in the 23-24, and the new year starts in July 1st.
But they're too busy buying Brazilians to buy out his release clause.
Because what I've heard about, Bruno and Elise's Bowies, clubs are willing to trigger him, but they want installments rather than trigger the money all up.
Yeah, but Chelsea just sold the 37. Chelsea just got 70 million for both Lewis Hall and Ian Maatsen.
You've still got to be careful. They don't just want to buy one player, do they?
And they're on about buying some Brazilian player as well at the moment.
They already bought 2.
7 of them.
Yeah,
they're getting ready for they'll have no one for the Olympics then.
I just don't know what. See, what might I find weird about Chelsea? Yeah, they talk about they want the best up and coming young talent to make sure Chelsea in the years to come are the club in world football. Yeah, so why don't they just go Bayern Munich and get Musiala? They've got the money.
Because it's 170 million.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is stop messing around with about 8 different players that you bought in that same position that never work and just buy the one that's well classed.
The one that you had on your books originally and got
the one that's well classed.
They sold the guy for 170k.
Yeah.
And then what, buying back for 170 mil?
And then
what's the Chelsea?
Bayern actually said he's not for sale.
Yeah.
No, he's not. To me, Musiala, I think Musiala moves next summer. Where to, I don't know.
Can you imagine Chelsea had Musiala, KDB, Salah, Declan Rice. They had all these players at one time.
It doesn't work like this. You'll never. I don't think Salah will reach the same level. KDB.
No, but it's just mad to think, ain't it? It's just mad to think.
I mean, United pulled out of Braithwaite, by the way. They pulled out of the Braithwaite deal now.
Not yet, but it's, they literally told Everton, if you aren't willing to lower the price, we just don't have the money. They're not
going to pay 30. You're going to need more than 5 million for it.
United are broke. United are going to struggle. Yeah. United try to buy a player. They know they try to buy a player they couldn't buy.
But the fans are saying they're pretending to be broke so that they get discounts. They're doing this we've only got 50 million.
They're broke. Well, they're going to start using milk vouchers. Is that what they're doing?
Look, we've got leaks in our roof. We've got no money.
They're all going on universal credit. Not bad thing if anyone comes out.
No.
On universal credit. Respect to the people on it, but
I've got to wait till midnight for my money to go in. There we go.
I'm just going to the ATM at the cash point at midnight. Why is it not in yet?
I don't know where that money goes.
I know they're the.
I think it's absolutely on its ass football at the minute.
It's dead.
I think it's hit the ceiling. Shit's hit the fan. And now they all don't know what to do now. They're all stuck.
What's happening is what I think a lot of people said years ago, if you keep spending money at this rate, it's just going to collapse. The infrastructure can't afford to keep it going. So
that's why they wanted the Super League. Because they wanted the influx of cash. That got stopped and then they all went, whoa, right, we're going to have to do something now.
Because Chelsea didn't invent loopholes with 8-year contracts. Like we did 5 years with Pepe, 6 years ago now. I think clubs like Arsenal and Man United have been leveraging their future.
6 years ago.
What's that?
Thought you didn't spend 6 years ago and you dropped 72 million on Pepe.
No, that was the start of that was the famous moment where we bought a big player for the first time.
That was the statement that we not got.
That was the
statement signing that nobody talks about that failure of a signing ever, did I?
Well, no, everyone talked about him.
Signings.
He's way better than like a lot of the signings that have been going around lately. That's for sure. Like he actually got us some goals, but we paid for him for 5 years, and I think that this happens with a lot of the deals. So you get to the point where you're paying for 15 players that some of them you've already sold or something like that. And you're still doing package payments.
Like Ferran Torres at Barcelona, the Newcastle were linked with him, weren't they? And they were going to pay like 25. Was it 25, 30 mil?
That's right.
Barcelona still owe Manchester City 28 million from Ferran Torres. And this is what I mean. The football's got to a stage where they're selling a player they actually still owe nearly 30 million quid to another club on.
Well, so Liverpool need to get bailiffs.
It's a debt service now. I've just pass it along the bailiffs as you're going down.
Yeah, Liverpool used a third company to get their Coutinho money off.
Yeah. It's like James Trafford. The hold up I got told about Newcastle is because City get a 20% add-on, a sell-on clause from Trafford to Newcastle. But Burnley spent 19-20 million to buy him. They've accepted an offer from around about 13 million. So they've actually, once they've took off our 20%, they've made a £10 million loss in 12 months. And then they wonder why football's going down the tube it's going down.
So how much was De Jong on at Barcelona? How much did they whack him on?
He's on 6. Well, he was on 800, wasn't it?
It wasn't a lot.
Well, someone said it was about 800 grand with the money he was owed.
No. He was owed 2 seasons worth of wages.
Yeah, which I thought worked out about.
So it works out to be about he gets paid 400k euros a week, right?
Is that why they couldn't cancel his contract? Because then he could take.
He said, "I want my money. If you're gonna cancel my contract, I want my money." And they said, "We can't pay the money. Take you to court, and you have to stay. You have to honor your contract. If you want to break the contract, we don't owe you anything." It's kind of dumb and stupid from Barcelona, anyway.
Do you know what? I hate saying this, but I think if football's not careful, we're going to end up in a draft system.
It will be eventually.
We've got to sort this out now. There's got to be
so much money involved. It's so much money involved.
10 years ago, we never talked about 100. Oh, well, no, it was. There was a time where it was like, the first £100 million player, the first this, the first that. And it's like.
And now you hear players. There's some players that are on close to $1 million a week. It's mad.
Yeah, this is why we can't have no financial restrictions. Otherwise, players will be going for $1 billion each. Like, do you have $1 billion? Yeah, we can sign.
Yeah, the way they've done it, man, they've tried to they've done what Southgate does to put the handbrake on. And you can't do that. You can't just do a 180 instantly. It has to be done in increments and drop down slowly. I think what they've tried to do is, yes, you're right, it's gone so far. And what they've done is, instead of trying to slowly U-turn it, they've done a handbrake and 180'd it, and now nobody can spend.
Yeah, well, I think we're not going to actually spend as much as people think we are this season. Mo, you're going to have some content coming up when Arsenal don't spend
think anybody will.
No, we're definitely not. We're definitely not. So.
Well, you guys spent a.
It's only for you and Mo there with all his big booming transfer shows he was planning.
The non-transfer show.
I'm gonna have a show. It's called the transfer show.
We could do an inter-transfer show because you guys have so many free contracts or free agents, and then they expire. You lose 12 players, you get 10 new ones.
Haven't Inter Milan got the best DM in the world as well?
Free transfer FC. Free transfer FC.
It'll be like poker. I'll raise you 2 players for a third one. We'll be raising players like Juventus have just done.
I'll fold.
I actually think the one that is going to do business this summer are Liverpool. I think Liverpool will do good business.
Fingers crossed. I love Arne Slot already. So.
You love him already?
I actually think they're going to do business. They're going to buy players.
I love Arne Slot already, man. I love these interviews.
Tell us about he released a video or something.
Yeah, he did a 30-minute interview with Liverpool TV. It was a
Is it
good,
inspiring?
man.
He literally told everyone I'm involved in the transfers.
I enjoyed it, man.
Bro, Martin, we said all the time since he was announced he's only going to be the head coach. Just in his first interview to say I'm on the phone every day with Richard Hughes discussing transfers. Like,
that's the way
they spent months convincing us this guy is not going to have any say.
That's the way we want it.
Just for his first interview to say that, bro.
I like the guy.
Sat there going, what?
I like the guy, and like when he said, like, yeah, Liverpool got 82 or 83 points last season. That's good, but we need to do better. And you know, the things he was saying, he sounds great, man. You know, his 30-minute interview, he had more.
Great. What did you want?
I like the guy. I can't help it. I like the guy. He sounds good, man.
So he comes out and he says everything. If Arne Slaughter had come out today and said 83 points was pretty decent, I don't mind a bit of third in the league, you'd have gone, where's the ambition?
No. He said he wants better than that. That's what he said. He wants better than that.
I expect him to say that.
Yeah, but you know, our manager.
Bro, Maresca said the squad is good to challenge.
Exactly.
Maresca in his first interview said this team is good to challenge.
To an end. Did you believe that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I think this Erik ten Hag guy. I think this is gonna be a joke.
I love Ten Hag now. He's my favorite manager,
especially when Arne
getting ready with all his memes and gifts.
Especially when
I just like the way how shameless he is.
Didn't he like come out and blamed someone yesterday for the injuries or something like that?
He blames everyone.
Didn't Sergeant Ratcliffe said it's not Ten Hag's fault or anything, bro?
That made me laugh with Radcliffe today. The system's wrong. This all exactly what?
And did he say
to your owners, mate? Glazers put this in. Have a word with them.
I saw something as well where he said like Manchester has the third biggest waterfall in the world in Old Trafford as well, didn't
It's the fourth.
Yeah,
it's actually fourth. But I like how shameless he is now. He's like, yeah, they showed up. They looked at the other managers, but then they realized they had the best manager. He's turned into like comedy Ten Hag, where he's taking the piss out of himself.
I need Jamie to take that statement back.
What's that? Old Trafford
is not in Manchester.
It's not. It's outside Manchester.
It can't be the fourth.
That's right. It's
outside. Really?
Trafford.
It's Greater Manchester. It comes under, ain't it, Martin? Is it Greater Manchester? It comes under.
Yeah. So does Bolton, though. But you wouldn't say Bolton's part of Manchester.
No.
Yeah.
Manchester City is actually in the middle of Manchester, where you know.
Jamie, I like the way Arne Slot came with a couple of clones. As I don't know if they're part of his like.
There is two brothers.
Oh, they're his brothers. Okay, I was wondering about it. I thought he brought like some kind of lookalike.
They look exactly like him, didn't they? You see that bit when you see the videos walking up the stairs and they come from the wings from nowhere, and they like stand right behind him. And it's like, whoa, he just had triplets.
Waiting for him to merge into one person.
Yeah, that video.
See, this is where we're at now. We've got no transfers, so it's about merging managers.
Well, it's about time
I think it's fun. I think it's a fun show, just giving the people some fun.
Yeah,
people are just getting entertained, you know.
Not an expecting transfer. All right.
Right, it's dead. It's the fucking Euros. It's fucking dead. I watched 3 games. I watched 3 games today. I did 4 shows in a row. It's dead that there's like the Argentina game now that I have to go down and sit and watch, and I haven't had dinner yet. It's absolute garbage, you know. I miss the Premier League and the Champions League and watching Inter every week, and I miss that.
Club.
Is there any which the country are standing out for you in the Euros? For me, it's Germany.
Germany and Spain. Spain
today, absolutely brilliant.
I think Rodri was knackered. I'm just like.
Did you see him holding his knee?
Yeah, you know what? I'm loving someone just to feign an injury and get out and go home.
They are going to be arrested because I think Spain already guaranteed. I think they didn't guarantee for a spot yet, but I think they guaranteed going through. In my opinion, it's going to be Germany. It's the home team. This is going to be the winner.
It was like Gundogan just rolled back the ears. Him and Musiala are just cold.
They're special, aren't they?
It's just listen, guys, there are 300 people and we have only 118 likes. Guys, the like button underneath your live chat, it helps the show and it helps the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm that close to actually get into 22,000 subs. That close. Actually, about 20 subs only from 22K. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I'm that close and getting to 22K. It's gonna be a big milestone. Imagine this channel has not started. It's not a year yet. It's not a year yet. So hit that like button, people. Like the video. Let's get to 200 likes. Listen,
Come on, guys.
unless there is nothing else to talk about, we're just gonna go and watch the Argentina, Lionel Messi, hoping that Canada do an upset. Big up Canada, of course. Martin, you're supporting Canada, I know.
No, I kind of
No?
want Canada to get their ass whooped.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I thought you're Canadian.
Martin, what do you do in these sort of tournaments? You know, when your country aren't there?
I just try and stay away a little bit. There's too many agendas going. Like a player who was very good, who had a whole Premier League season, can have 10 minutes in an international tournament, and everyone decide actually they're crap, or the other way around, where they were like really crap all the way, and then they have 10 minutes good in a Euro tournament, and everyone's like, wow, this.
I saw that with Foden. Foden won how many Player of the Year awards, then became absolute garbage and get him out. He can only do it under Pep.
Well, when you got a manager that hangs players out to dry, that's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think that the media and the fans all feed into this because we're all missing our clubs and the banter that we just like. The amount of grief I saw Trent getting today was ridiculous. And then, Rice has a stinker for the first time. People are like, well, he's the worst player ever.
Harry Kane gave away the goal and no one said anything.
Trent was the scapegoat used today. He was the scapegoat.
Harry Kane gave away the goal and no one said anything. Can you imagine Trent did that?
I actually thought Bellingham was worse than Trent today.
I thought Harry Kane was absolutely horrendous. I know he scored.
He's
The guy is horrendous.
He don't move, Mo.
Only thing with Kane, and
Terry said it on his show. Terry said he really looks like a 50 years old, 60 years old.
But when you've got no service, what do you do?
Thing is, I don't think he does it. The problem with Harry Kane, he can't run in behind because he hasn't got the pace. He can't press because he's never really done that in his career. He drops deep a lot now because someone told him he looks like Leo Messi when he was at Tottenham dropping deep, so he believes it. And try and be the playmaker, but you're playing a 10, so why is Harry dropping deep? Why ain't Gareth gone, oi, can you stay up there? I've got my number 10.
He's told to drop. This is my other point with strikers. What this debate with Haaland all season. What is a striker's job now? Is it to score goals or is it to be a 8-10 number 9? Because they've got to play number 8, number 10, number 9, and score goals, and lay it off, and make. Well, it's like what we're doing now. I don't know what striker's role is anymore.
Well, Mo,
it's different from manager to a manager, to be honest. But
anyway, Mo, you were going on about Scamacca today, saying that he was absolutely useless, but I think the Italy team was useless. I mean, a striker can run around a lot to make it look like they're doing something, but if the ball's not actually like getting anywhere
it
near
was
them,
played to him. It just didn't stick.
Okay, yeah, maybe 2 or 3 times a game.
It was played to him. His first touch is atrocious, and it didn't stick. He's absolutely atrocious.
He looked like
but there's like still only 3 chances a game to make the ball stick.
It's not about the chances. It's about him having a good first touch. Like
if Kane would have had the service and scored a hat-trick, but still performed the way he did, he had a good game or a bad game.
Well, striker's job to score goals, I suppose.
This is what I don't know what is. I just think the game's changing.
You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Yeah. Either you stay on the last man and you're there for the cross, or you drop deep and touch the ball and people make it look like you're doing something, but you're not there for tapping the ball in. I think you can't win sometimes.
I don't think Kane
suits agendas. That's just when the agendas run out and go right.
Yeah, but in the situation of like Spain and Italy, where Spain is just dominating the ball and Italy are just sitting in hoping for a counter-attack, there's not much the front three can do about that unless someone like actually gives some support. So I can see it's a bit of a like lose-lose scenario. But Mo won't hear it.
I think Kane should be dropped personally.
For Watkins?
All right, then. So what does
play more pace? What England should be playing with.
How would Watkins work then if no one's still giving him the ball?
The thing is, if you're playing with Ollie Watkins up top and you say you're playing Gordon on the left, yeah. So straight away, yeah, I know because he's mental. But if you're doing that, yeah, and you're straight away, what you're doing, you're stretching the game straight away. So if you're stretching the game, and them 2 players are higher up the pitch, your midfield can get higher up the pitch, which means Bellingham can get closer to Ollie Watkins. and your midfield can move up. If your midfield can move up, guess what? Your fullbacks can start attacking as well and getting further up the pitch. But we don't do that. Everyone drops back. So so Kane, Foden, and Saka, no fault to their own probably, are just all sitting on the halfway line.
Who's better for you, Morata or Kane?
Kane's a better Kane's a better footballer, yeah.
No,
Morata will have the better career, but Kane's the better goal scorer.
Spain don't have, and even for a few years, have not had a proper top number 9. It's generally been everyone behind them and the pass movement that's got them everything, isn't it?
But that's not England.
We've not had that top number, even since Torres in his heyday.
Yeah, he was David Villa and Torres.
David Villa. They've never been, even the last few seasons.
It's a culture thing, ain't it? It's a culture thing. Like England shouldn't have to play like Spain. England should play like England. The power and pace. That's what England are.
I think the reason I'm giving Kane not a pass, I agree, he can do more. But probably because I've had the same debate over Haaland this season. If we don't give a gun bullets, you can't fire him.
No.
We saw it when Watkins came on.
It's a pass to himself.
We saw it when Watkins came on. He did one run, like in the first 30 seconds of being on the field, that Kane would never do. And
the ball went over the top, didn't it?
It went through, It was Bellingham. So you have to play to the way Kane plays, and that's he wants to drop deep, link up with Saka, and then run back and get the cutback tapping.
This might be a mental fault. How about you just play 2 strikers up top, and Kane can drop deeper, and the other striker can go the other way?
I like it, but I think he's trying to use Bellingham.
He's not watching; he's just rolled over.
Two strikers. You guys know that next game, all he's gonna do is gonna be the same lineup. Trent is gonna be dropped, and Conor Gallagher is gonna be starting, or Kobe Mino. You guys know what's gonna happen, right? It's exactly gonna be exactly.
That's what I didn't even celebrate when England scored. I could care less.
That's how really scary. England
this is how jointed this guy made. People just don't care anymore. Anyway, listen, people. I want to.
England are top of the group. This is what's damn scary.
That's all right.
And they're top of the group by 2 points.
That's how bad European football is, though.
The group is shit. Listen, people. Channel in the description, and Kunyan Way is in the description as well, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe to their channels, of course, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I think I will do the watch along, but on TIFO we'll do a transfer show here with no transfer show here on Footy Judge.
You gotta call it that, Mo.
I'm just calling the no transfer show from now on. I appreciate everyone that is here. We'll see you guys soon. We're out of here, people. We'll see you. Go enjoy Argentina again.
Peace.